Hi, 4th grade! Lesson 10 today. We are going to be using area models and the number lines to compare decimal numbers and record comparisons using less than, equal to, or greater than symbols. Okay? I'm going to try to keep this pretty short and sweet, so I'm going to give you some examples to practice, and then I am going to show you the answers and let you practice and show you some answers. So that's kind of how the structure is going to be today. We're going to start with our application problem, and we have in science class Emily's 1 liter beaker contains 3/10 liters of water. Allie's beaker contains 8/10 liters of water, and Katie's beaker contains 63/100 of a liter of water. Who can pour their water into Emily's beaker without going over 1 liter? Allie or Kate? We have to decide here. Okay, so if we know that Emily's beaker is right now filled with 3/10, so Emily right now has 0.3. Okay, we have to decide Allie has a beaker that has 0.8 liters, and Kate has a beaker right now that has 63/100 of a liter. Okay, so if I want to think about all of these in hundredths, what I might do actually is get rid of my liters for a second. I might go ahead and put the 0 in the hundredths place, because I know when I have 8/10, I really have 80 hundredths. And when I have 3/10, I have 30 hundredths. Okay, that's what we've been working on the past couple days. So everything's consistent here. So I have my tenths and my hundredths filled in, like Katie's here. I'll put those zeros for now, but they're not necessary. Okay, I did not change this number. Okay, it's still 8/10. All right, so if Katie's has 63/100, Allie's has 80/100, and Emily's has 30, we want something that's not going to go over a whole, which we know in this case, if we're thinking hundredths, we have 100/100. Okay, so which one will that work with? Well, if I add 2 more tenths to this, I'm over, and Emily has 3/10, so Allie's will spill over. Okay, the only other choice is Katie's, and hers will work because 30/100 plus 63/100 is equal to 93/100. Okay, and that's not over a whole because it's not 100 yet. Okay, so little science class for math today, but not too bad. So who can pour their water in? This is Katie can pour her water into Emily's. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to have you worry too much about models in your notes today, but if you like to draw all the models, you can go ahead and do that, but like I said, you don't have to. Just really make sure that you have some examples of these comparisons that we're looking at here. So if I were to model this, the first one has 2/10. Okay, so 2/10, and it also has 700. So if I give or take, estimate here on that the third tenth, that it's only part of the way filled, that's what it's going to look like. If I look at the 7/10, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So all but 3/10 are filled in here. Obviously, 7/10 is larger. So what we're going to be doing today is our comparison. So 7/10 is greater than 27/100, okay? Because 7/10 is actually 70/100 compared to 27. Okay, and you could use an area model to show you this, okay? I don't think you're always going to need an area model, but if you need it, you can always go back to them, okay? Alright, so then for this one, well, I've got that 7/10 again, so my picture is going to look just like the one I just made. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and then, well, I know that 7/10 is the same as 70/100, so that 0 doesn't make a difference, and my area models are going to end up being exactly the same. Okay, so these decimals, they are equal. They mean the same thing. Okay. Alright, another model that you could be thinking about is a number line. Okay, again, you don't have to worry about drawing this number line. I just want to give you a few examples that are going to be on your problem set. Okay, I really want to make this video kind of speedy, and then you'll work on your problem set to really work on your skills. Alright, so if I finish labeling these tenths, I have 4 and 4/10, and I have 4 and 5/10. And you can see that the hundredths are hashed out here as well for me. Alright, if we plot 4.5 or 4.5, it would be right there. If I think about 4 and 38/100, I'm down here. Okay, and it asks me, well, why is 4.5 greater than 4 and 38/100, even though it has fewer digits? Well, it's not about the digits, right? We learned yesterday that it's about the place value. So this 5 is in the tenths place, okay? That has a greater value than the 3 that's in the tenths place for this number that we plotted. So 4 and 38/100, well, 50/100 is larger, okay? So we've really just got to analyze what's in each place value and decide what's greater, okay, and what symbol applies. Alright, so like I said, I want you to try these on your own. If you do need a number line, you can go ahead and sketch one, but I can imagine you probably won't need one, okay? So go ahead and finish these 4 just for some practice, and I will give you the answers here when you press play again. Alright, 3 and 37/100 versus 6 and 30/100. Well, 30/100 is less. Here we have 2 and 68/100 and 2 and 80/100. Again, so that 0 isn't necessary, but it shows that this 8/10 is greater than those 6/10. Alright, here's a tricky one. Now we have 10 and 1/10, and over here we have 10 and 1/10, which is the same as 10 and 10/100, 10 and 10/100. Those are equal, okay? And here I have 10 and 2/10 versus 10 and 2/100. Well, tenths are larger than hundredths, so 2/10 is greater than 2/100. Okay? Like I said, you can always go back to a number line if you feel like you need to, but I have a feeling that some of you are getting the patterns here. Alright, here's some more just to practice. Again, you can pause, try them out, and check your work with me. This will be the last page that we do. Okay, and I'll let you guys work. Alright, 6, 24 hundredths, 5, and 24 hundredths. Obviously, 6 ones is larger than 5 ones. This time our ones and our tens are the same, and now we look at our tenths. So 4 tenths is greater than 2 tenths. Now I have 48 hundredths versus 2 wholes and 1 tenth. Well, obviously 2 wholes wins out. Now I have the same wholes, but now I go to my tenths, and that one has 1 tenth, and this one has 7 tenths. So 7 tenths is larger. Here we have 3 and 3 tenths, and over here I have 3 and 3 tenths. This 0, not necessary, okay? It does not change the number. Those are equal. Now I have 7 wholes versus 7 wholes. I have 9 tenths versus no tenths. 9 tenths is the winner there. Alright, now they're showing us fractions. So I've got 8 and 2 hundredths, and they're saying 8 and 2 tenths over here. So hundredths are smaller than tenths, just like that other one that we just looked at. And here we have a unit form, 5 ones, so that's the same, and 3 hundredths. Well, this is not in the hundredths place. Those are in the tenths place, so tenths are larger. 5 and 2 tenths. This is 52 tenths. Well, if I think here, I have 2 tenths, and those 5 ones have 50 tenths. That is true. Alright guys, like I said, I think that was the last page for me that I wanted to look at with you, so hopefully that was a little bit of good practice. Like I said, if you fill in the models and get good without the models, hopefully you'll be in really, really good shape today. Alright guys, enjoy!